In this video, you will learn absolutely everything about changing the oil in your car. I'll tell you what's very important and what you must never do under any circumstances, so listen carefully. This will help you save money and take care of your car in the best possible way, ensuring it runs smoothly without any issues, which is exactly what we want. First of all, a very important piece of information. Before every oil change, it's worth doing an engine flush. It only takes about 15 extra minutes, but it allows for a thorough cleaning of the entire system from metal shavings and accumulated deposits. This procedure can significantly extend the life of your engine, improve lubrication, and ensure that both the engine and turbocharger benefit from it. All the details about this flush can be found in a separate video. Here, we'll focus on the basics, the oil change itself. For comparison, so you can see for yourself why it makes sense, I took a picture of the oil before and after replacement. You can clearly see why systematic oil changes are so important. In this video, we'll change the oil in a BMW E61 with a 3-litre diesel engine. At the very beginning, it's important to carry out the entire oil change with the engine hot. That's why I get inside the car and warm up the system to full operating temperature, around 90 degrees. On a cold engine, you won't be able to drain all the oil because due to its viscosity at low temperatures, a large portion will remain inside. The replacement itself is very simple. After warming up the car, I turn off the engine and unscrew the oil filler cap to allow air circulation. Then, I go underneath the car and remove the 3 bolts of the cover that protects the oil pan. Just beneath it, you'll find the drain plug. I unscrew it with a 17mm socket wrench. In the meantime, prepare an oil pan or a large bucket, preferably big enough, since in this engine we'll be draining at least 5 litres of oil. Important note, at this moment, the oil is definitely hot. Be careful not to burn yourself. It's better to let the plug fall inside and fish it out later than to try catching it right away and risk spilling hot, dirty, used oil all over yourself. I leave the bucket under the drain for a few more minutes and move to the top to unscrew the oil filter, which is located on the right side of the engine. For this, you'll need a 32mm socket wrench. Once unscrewed, I pull the filter out onto a tray and set it aside for cleaning and replacement. Removing the filter allows the remaining oil, previously trapped in some of the channels, to drain out. So if you ever hear someone say that the filter doesn't need to be replaced every time, don't listen to them, because that's nonsense. It's an expense of under $10 that makes a huge difference in the final result. While we're on the topic, when buying a filter, always choose a kit that includes a new filter seal and a new drain plug washer. There's no point in reusing the old ones. I slide the old filter out of the plastic housing and do the same with the old gasket, which resists a bit and doesn't want to come off easily. Once everything is out, I clean the housing to flush away any remaining dirt that might have collected inside. I use a degreasing spray or brake cleaner. The agent dries quickly on its own, but to be safe, I wipe everything with a paper towel, making sure no bits are left inside. I also dry and clean the drain plug bolt. As I mentioned earlier, it's a complete set of 3 parts, the filter and 2 seals, and that's everything we need. I carefully place the rubber gasket at the very end, into the groove that's slightly deeper. Then I prepare the bolt with the copper washer, which we'll screw back in shortly. Finally, I slide the clean, fresh filter into its place, making sure the opening is identical on both sides. This way, the entire set is ready for installation under the hood of our car. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I'll record more episodes about servicing your BMW. Thank you. I go underneath the car, clean the drain plug area thoroughly until it's dry, and screw the bolt back in, always remembering to install the washer, usually a copper one in this case. I tighten everything with a 17mm socket and a torque wrench, applying 25 nanometers of force, since that's the specification given in the car's documentation. Back on top, I apply a small amount of fresh engine oil onto the rubber gasket of the filter. This helps ensure a perfect seal. Before screwing it in, I also wipe the filter mounting area, specifically the threads, completely dry with a paper towel. There's always some dirt left there that can make removal or installation harder, so it's the perfect time to get rid of it. Next, I screw in the filter together with its housing as far as I can by hand, then use a 32mm socket and a torque wrench set to 25 nanometers to finish tightening it. The following step is crucial because making a mistake with the oil amount can have serious consequences for the engine. According to the service manual, the capacity should be around 7 litres. Unless you did an engine flush beforehand, in that case the amount of oil to top up will be significantly larger. I will explain exactly why this happens in a separate video on this topic. That's why I first pour in 6 litres, wait a bit for the oil to spread evenly, and then top up slowly in small increments of about 200 millilitres, checking the dipstick multiple times. Always wait a short while before each measurement, because the reading right after pouring can be misleading until the oil settles. In the meantime, I check underneath the car to make sure the drain plug gasket we replaced earlier is sealed and completely dry. It's the perfect moment to verify that. Once the dipstick shows the correct level, I carefully close the oil filler cap, making sure not to spill anything onto the cover, and start the engine for about 20 seconds to activate the oil pump and circulate the fresh oil through the system. After that, I recheck the dipstick, since it's common for the level to drop slightly. If needed, I add another 100 millilitres until it's perfect. At the very end, I fill out an information tag and hang it in a visible place so I don't have to remember at what mileage the next oil change is due. Right now, I encourage you to watch the next video about how to do an engine flush that cleans the whole system of grime in 15 minutes without dismantling the car and without extra cost. See you!